Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Narito po tayo sa ikalawang draw ng STL sa lalawigan ng Batangas in cooperation with Best Incorporated ngayong December 28, 2020. Kasama po natin ang ating panel of judges, pumuno ng ating chairman si Mr. Alan de Motiles. Magpapaliwanag po natin draw procedure ay si Mr. Vivencio Villapando, ang ating draw master, at ako po si Adoro Silvestre, ang inyong draw supervisor.
Maraming salamat. Ang ating pong draw ay nangyari sa pag-ibagi. Ang ating pre-draw procedure, ang ating approach draw, at ang ating post-draw. Kung saan sa ating pre-draw procedure, sinasagawa po natin ang draw consistency, weighing of visual draw balls at loading of visual draw balls sa loob ng ating draw machine. Ang ikalawang bahagi po naman ay pagpili ng dalawang winning number combination at ang ikatlo po naman ay pagbabalik ng mga visual draw balls sa loob ng ating quiz. Ngunit bago po natin sigawayan, inaanyan po natin ang ating mga judges upang specialin ang ating draw machine. Maraming salamat. At ang pinasagawa natin ang ating draw machine.
See, we were witnesses to the final moments of ancient history on that ancient world.
To the service of the nation.
Tell you why they matter.
The
COVID-19 variant found in the United Kingdom continues to spread. That's according to Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte, who met with the Interagency Task Force for the Management of Emerging Infectious Diseases last weekend.
Actually, yung lockdown is a possibility. I said we are making some projections, but if the severity in numbers would demand that we take corrective measures immediately, then we'll just have to go back to the lockdown.
Since authorities have not recorded a case of the new COVID-19 strain in the country, Health Secretary Francisco Duque III says there's no need to ban travel from Hong Kong, Singapore, Japan, and Australia. But the current travel ban against the United Kingdom has been extended until mid-January.
Ikonsidera lamang ang travel ban, Mr. President, kung nasa level na ng community transmission ang new variant sa naturang bansa.
Senator Panfilo Lacson questioned Duque's decision. Senator Francis Pangilinan urged authorities to take swift action to prevent the new variant from entering the country. Malacanang says President Duterte is likely to announce today new quarantine classifications for January. Duterte spokesman Harry Roque told ABS-CBN News the announcement may come after
Hindi mawawala ang Pasko dahil
members of the Interagency Task Force for the Management of Emerging Infectious Diseases meet today. Duterte has already called off the pilot run of in-person classes in several schools in January. Metro Manila is currently under general community quarantine, while most of the country is under the more relaxed modified general community quarantine. The governor of Sulu appealing to the national government to help prevent the entry of the new COVID-19 strain in the southern Philippines by keeping people sailing from Sabah out of the province.
Sa Kortan nga Solo is asking for a Navy blockade because there seems to be a new strain or a copy of that strain which has reached Singapore, then nagdududa siya na may bagong strain.
Experts say the new variant found in the United Kingdom is likely to reach the Philippines, but some experts do not support another lockdown in the country. They say that while the new SARS-CoV-2 variant is seen to be more infectious, the mode of transmission, which is through respiratory droplets, remain the same. The Philippines saw the number of new COVID-19 cases drop to below 1,000 on Sunday, the lowest daily increase in over 5 months. 883 fresh cases were confirmed, raising the country's total to nearly 470,000. Rizal Province had the most number of new patients, followed by Quezon City, Benguet, and the cities of Davao and Manila. But the health department says the decrease in cases was due to fewer testing labs that were open during the holidays and fewer people who were coming in to get tested. The DOH also reported over 7,000 new recoveries, bringing the country's number of active cases to more than 22,000. 42 more fatalities were also recorded, pushing the death toll up to over 9,000, the second highest in Southeast Asia. The approval for the emergency use of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine here in the Philippines is almost automatic since it is already being used in the United States. That's according to President Rodrigo Duterte spokesman Harry Roque, who also confirmed Pfizer filed for emergency use authorization in the country last December 23rd. Aside from the US, Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine is also being used in the UK and in Canada.
Dahil ang Pfizer ay aprobado ng Amerika, halos automatic na yan. No? May mga sinasabi lang si Dr. Domingo na kinakailangan lang siguraduhin na epektibo rin yan at ligtas sa mga Asian, so mga Malay race kasi karamihan ng ginamit sa clinical trial ay mga puti.
Philippine vaccine czar Carlito Galvez Jr. says Manila will sign a contract with Pfizer in January. He says COVID-19 vaccines may arrive in the Philippines by May next year. President Duterte claims that many people in the Jr. says Manila will sign a contract with Pfizer in January. He says COVID-19 vaccines may arrive in the Philippines by May next year. President Duterte claims that many people in the Philippines, including members of the military, have already received Chinese firm Sinopharm's COVID-19 vaccine. During his meeting with the Interagency Task Force, Duterte said almost all soldiers have been vaccinated. He added he has yet to hear of any side effects among those who receive Sinopharm's vaccine. Philippine regulators have not yet approved any vaccines for use here in the country. The Philippine Food and Drug Administration also says it has not caught anyone performing or involved in illegal vaccinations. President Duterte threatens to end the country's military pact with Washington if the United States fails to deliver COVID-19 vaccines to the Philippines. He says American soldiers should be out of the Philippines if the U.S. government fails to produce millions of doses of COVID-19 vaccines for the country.
Yung visiting forces agreement matatapos na. Ngayon, pag hindi ako pumayag, aalis talaga sila. Kung hindi sila makadeliver ng